I would say we played pretty good the first half, but I mean in total we gave up 35 points. So I mean that's still unacceptable. I mean as a defense we still have to play better. But I mean the first half was good, but just overall we still need to play better.
Well, through the first two games here, you guys have forced 8 turnovers defensively. Last season, you had 9 through the entire year. So, just what's been really clicking on that end to give you guys those turnovers?
I would say just trusting our technique, trusting the scheme, and just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, the defense it puts us in the right place as well. So just trusting the system, Coach Bennett, and just trusting our teammates as well to do their job.
Do you feel like that's something you guys can really sustain going forward as well?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. I think so.
Is there a specific adjustment you saw from SMU at the half that allowed them to move the ball more effectively?
Uh, Not, I mean, their OC he came out and just and did different things. I mean, they spread us out more, they ran more. They changed their whole scheme after the first half. So I mean, hats off to them for that. So.
Where are you guys looking to tighten up? Obviously, ended up with a lot of big play touchdowns is really what seemed to kill you guys. What are you looking to tighten up to fix that?
I think one big thing we need to work on defensively is tackling. I mean, we missed I don't know how many, but we missed a couple of tackles. So I think that's one of the biggest things. And then just knowing what we're supposed to do defensively.
What about UAB? What do you have you seen about them on film and from your experience playing them?
Yeah, I mean they've always been a physical team, so they've always ran the ball hard and they take their shots. So I mean we have to come with our A game. We have to come with our big boy pass and also be able to defend the deep ball.
Seems like their quarterback's been really efficient through the first couple weeks. Just what have you seen out of him and what he brings to the table?
Yeah, I mean watching film, he's pretty accurate. I gotta give it to him. He has a good ball. He can throw it deep. He has good arm strength, so he's a pretty good quarterback overall.
UAB took care of Jacksonville State and then were taken care of by Georgia. Does that make it more difficult when watching film to kind of gauge what a team is capable of when they play teams on opposite spectrums like that?
I mean, not really. I mean, we know Georgia, they're SEC big team, so I mean, it doesn't really affect like how we still view them. I mean, we know they're still a good team. They won conference like I think 2 years in a row or twice in 3 years. So I mean, we still have to respect them.
Are you really encouraged by what you have seen on the defensive side of the ball, particularly that first half against SMU, only allowing the one touchdown?
Yeah, I was definitely, especially against SMU. I mean, everybody know they're a high power offense. I mean, just holding them to 7 points in a half, that's pretty good. But like I said earlier, I mean, just 35 points, we still have to stop that.
It's kind of interesting you're back. I mean, it looked there for a while in the offseason like maybe you'd be gone after last year once you hit the portal.
Yeah.
What was the motivation to come back and what went into that?
Man, just the guys, the team, just being around them one more season, just staying with them. They're gonna be lifelong friends. So I mean, staying around them and then the coaches as well. So
You just kind of want to see what was possibly out there.
yeah, I guess yeah.
Has it been? Have you had fun coming? Has it been an enjoyable experience being back with these guys?
Yeah. It's different. I mean we got younger guys, so I mean they're always funny to be around. So I mean they looked at me and Jace as the older dude, the big brother. So I mean it's good being back.
Is that a fun experience, maybe being the older guy that you can kind of pass along what you learned throughout
Yeah,
your career?
yeah. Giving my knowledge to them, it's always a good experience. So
How close were you to leaving? Was it something that was kind of imminent, or?
it was just something in the moment. So just
Mhm.
yeah.
Have a chance to maybe build something here for a legacy in terms of your career your last season?
Yeah, I mean that's the plan, just to leave my legacy. I mean, Coach Latrell, that's something that he always preaches on. So leaving my legacy here is just something big. So I just got to come out and do what I have to do.
As one of the older guys, you played with and you've gone against Jair Shorter in practice quite a bit over the years. And he had that rough go last year where he had the real bad leg injury and was able to come back. How nice has it been for you as a veteran guy to see him come back and play well?
Oh yeah, it's good to see him back. I mean, 2019, we all know he had a huge year. He was a big time threat. So and just seeing him back out there, it feels good. Just for him as well. So I know he feels good being back out there and having him out there. It's just it gives me more confidence. So yeah, it's really good having him back out there.
Did he have to endure a lot just to come back from that?
Yeah,
Injury?
I'm pretty sure he had to work for it emotionally and physically as well. I mean, it's not hard coming back from. I mean, it is hard coming back from an injury like that.
Is he just a hard guy in the secondary to guard just with his his size.
Yeah, he's real physical. He's a big body, so he can either jump over you or he can just run by you. So he's both threats.
How did he handle that, the comeback from that injury?
I would say just us being around him, just keeping him encouraged, and just keep supporting him. That's the biggest thing, just being there to support him with his injury.
What's he like as a guy to have as a teammate?
Yeah, he's real nice. He's a quiet dude though, so he doesn't really talk that much. But I mean, he really doesn't talk at all. So he's a good dude though. Once you really just get to know him and sit down with him.
Yeah, he's just kind of focused on himself.
Yeah.
Obviously, opening conference play against UAB, you know, the defending conference champions. Does that make this game, you know, any extra important to you guys at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we need to see where we are defensively and or just as a whole team, and having them as our first conference game is really big. So yeah.
Do you feel like you really have a chance to make a statement here in the USA?
Yeah, I think so. Just seeing what we can do, like defensively, I think we can make a big factor in the conference. So yeah.
How do you think Conference USA is going to shape up this year? I mean, you've seen some of the teams out there in their non-conference games.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a good matchup between all teams. So I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, excuse me, like I said Saturday night, you know, we drove the ball up and down the field on them, but we just didn't finish. So at the end of the day, it's just a mentality, and that's what it comes down to. And after watching film, you know, that's exactly what it was we drove the ball up and down the field almost every drive, but then on those third and short, fourth and short situations, we'd get stuffed up the middle. So got to be able to finish those drives and convert on third and short and third and long, fourth and short. Fourth and long, we got to be able to finish those drives, and that's just a mentality.
So, Jason, you've had a chance to play at home and away now. How does it feel like starting at home and away from home? Is it just different or more comfortable after?
I mean, yeah. I mean, with experience, you're going to be more comfortable. My first start, obviously, you know, a little anxious. Was really excited. Thankfully, it was at home. Experienced Apogee at its finest, and I'm excited to get back here this weekend against UAB and see all of our fans there.
Do you guys need to change maybe your approach a little bit in short yardage situations to have a little more success? Or
Say that again.
guys struggled in short yardage. Do you guys need to change your approach there? Or mentality thing, or what's the issue there?
I mean, offensively, we're going to do what we do. So, I mean, this week we're going to really focus in on, you know, putting ourselves in those situations in practice and trying to mimic those situations as best we can with the scout team, and then just having that you know, dog eat dog mentality and going and get it.
Obviously, UAB is known for having a pretty good defense. I mean, one of the better ones in Conference USA. What kind of a challenge do they present for you guys this week?
Yeah, UAB's got a good defense. They show good things on film. You know, they're real long up front across their D line and their outside backers. They play hard. So, you know, we're gonna have to bring our A game, kind of like Kyle said, and just, you know, do what we do best, and you know, that's stretch the ball down the field and get the run game going and the pass game. So, you know, I'm really excited to go against UAB and, you know, see what they got.
What is it that UAB presents that makes them such a good defense? Is it their size, their speed? What is it about?
You know, like I said, they have size. They're really long up front. But I think what makes them a great defense is their attitude. You know, you can see them on film. All 11 of them are flying around, flying to the ball. So, you know, hats off to their coaches for, you know, getting them to do that and play like that, you know, every snap. So, they just got a good attitude on the field.
For you in the passing game, obviously quite a bit more passing for you against SMU versus the season opener. I mean, did that just help you get more comfortable in the passing game?
Yeah, I felt great throwing the ball around at SMU. You know, but at the end of the day, we didn't get the dub. So, stats don't really matter at that point as long as there's not a W in your column.
One of the guys that you threw the ball to quite a bit was Jair Shorter, who missed pretty much all of last year. How is he? I mean, I know you weren't here last year, but now that you're here, you kind of got a chance to work with him. What does he bring to your guys' offense with his size?
Jair brings everything. He loves the game of football. I mean, kind of like Mekhi was just saying, he's a real quiet dude, but he's locked in 100% of the time. I mean, he's focused in every play. He brings speed, agility. He can jump. He's strong, one of the strongest guys on the team. So Jair's got it all, and you know, he's going to come out every day and work his butt off and improve in the areas he needs to improve on, and give me opportunities to throw to him every play. So Jair's great at what he does, and he's a great guy.
2 picks week 1, 2 picks last week. Is that just something that you're still kind of getting into the comfort zone here in a new system, or?
Yeah, I mean, no excuses. That's on me. You know, good plays on the defense. Hats off to them for making great plays, but at the end of the day, got to take care of the ball.
Another guy that you hit a couple of times early in the season is Tommy Bush, you know, a guy who came in from Georgia. What has he brought to your guys' offense?
Tommy's a fun dude. Coming in from Georgia, you know, he knows what it takes to be great. He's been around great players his entire college career. So Tommy brings a lot of great attributes. He's long, he's fast, he can jump, he can run. So you know, I'm excited for Tommy to get back out there and keep grinding.
Does that help him to have been around players at Georgia in a big-time program like that, give him a different perspective?
Yeah, I think so. I think the more people you're around, the more you learn different perspectives from different coaches, different players, different techniques, and it kind of allows you to, you know, create your toolbox, you know, and kind of pick what you need each play to use and operate.
I mean, it seemed like you guys had a pretty tough time this past week establishing the run game at times. Obviously had a big game there against Northwestern State. I mean, is there anything in particular you're looking at to try and improve in the run game that way?
Like I said earlier, it's mentality. I mean, the run game comes down to it. We have 5 linemen. We have 11 guys on offense. They have 11 guys on defense. So it's just lining up head-to-head, toe-to-toe, and going at it.
Does it make you feel a little bit more comfortable that you have such a good receiving core that when you throw it, you know, maybe one of those 50-50s have a better chance of being caught?
Yeah, I like to say, you know, when I throw the ball up, that's their ball. That's the guys. That's my wideout's ball. So they do a great job of going up and getting it and making a play on it. So, you know, even if it's you know, by rule statistically 50-50, you know, I like to consider it more like a 80-20, 90-10 type of deal with the kind of guys we got.
I feel like in the first half we started off really fast. You know, we only held them to 7 points in the first half. The second half, we gave up too many explosive plays, so we really have to eliminate all the explosive plays and just play the defense that we know how to play.
What is it that's really going to help you guys cut down on those explosive plays? I mean, what areas are you specifically looking at improving to cut down on those?
Just trusting your technique and doing what you're coached to do. That's the main thing. That's all you can do. And just give great effort. You know, coach put us in positions all week at practice that when it's game time, you just have to make the play when it comes your way.
You guys have shown the ability to force turnovers in the first couple of weeks of the season. Why has that been? Is that a product of something you guys have been working on?
It's just coming out to practice every day with that mentality. Just wanting to get better and want to get the ball out and want to put the ball in our offensive hands so they can go down and score and make plays.
With you being a guy who's been on this defense for a while now, obviously. I mean, last year you guys had 9 turnovers the whole year. You've already got 8 this year. I mean, that seems like a pretty crazy change. What just goes into that?
Just having a chip on our shoulder, having the feeling last year and losing, and just everything we went through last year, just having a chip on our shoulder and want to be better this year.
Is it something Bennett has helped you with?
I feel like he has a lot with the intensity he brings to practice every day and want us to get better. It's no slacking with Coach Bennett. He stay on us every day. He wants us to get better every day.
Has he emphasized creating turnovers throughout the offseason?
Oh yeah, every day.
For you personally, you know, you're one of the top guys so far in Conference USA as far as tackles go. Just what's really fueled you in that sort of hot start to the year?
Just the way I love the game. Just like the stats really don't matter to me. I just go out to practice every day and just get 1% better each and every day. And then when Saturday come, I just fly to the ball and do what I'm coached to do.
What do you guys see in UAB? You played them a couple of times in the course of your career.
They're very physical and that's the main thing. They're very physical and they can run the ball and they like to take shots. You know, so we just gotta stop the run and then stay over top in coverage.
Obviously, I mean, through the first couple weeks here, their quarterback has shown to be pretty efficient, you know, getting the ball out. Just what kind of challenge does it present going against him?
To hit him, just hit him so that he can't make those deep throws. Once we get a chance to hit him and knock him off his path or just get in a way to mess up his throwing, we're going to do that every chance that we get.
Do you feel like some of what you did against SMU, especially in the first half, you know, only allowing the 1 touchdown, trying to get Mordecai out of his rhythm, do you feel like some of that's going to help carry over to this week?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just the way we played at first half in SMU, we know that we can do it. We just have to do it for 4 quarters and until the game is over. So this game, we know that we have to finish because I feel like if we would just eliminated those explosive plays and did what we were supposed to do in the second half, no doubt we would have won. But that was last week. So this week we have to stay focused and do what we were supposed to do.
Well, Kyle ended up coming back this year after being in the transfer portal. How much does that help your defense to have him back and safety?
It helped us out a lot. Mikal he been here longer than me, so just having his mentality and the way that he loved the game and his leadership on the defense has helped a lot. We have a bunch of young DBs, and him just helping them out and teaching them different things that they haven't seen, or even on and off the field, he just lead them and help them out a lot.
Has he kind of easily developed into one of your guys' big leaders, especially?
Yes, sir.
And Jair's came back this year. He had a kind of rough go last year, had the injury early in the season. How hard did he have to work to come back?
I remember seeing Jair be up here 2 and 3 times a day, just wanting to get back on the field and doing what he had to do to get back on the field. And Jair, he's just a player that you can't sleep on. He's really quiet, but once he on the field, he don't talk much. But it's a deep ball. It's it's his ball for sure.
I mean, just looking at UAB as, the defending Conference USA champs, do you really see this game as a chance to go out and make a statement for you guys early on?
For sure. I'm honestly glad UAB the first conference game, because they done won it the last 2 out of 3 years. So just being able to see where we're going to be and just being able to play them and get after them is going to be a great feeling.
It's kind of weird to have a guy like Jair be a quiet guy. I heard wide receivers are supposed to be like, Des Bryant, big talkers and things like that. Is he a little different in that?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's quiet, but once he on the field, when he making plays, then it just speaks for itself. He don't have to talk.